You know that feeling you get when the IPL season's just around the corner? Like the excitement's almost tangible.
Oh, absolutely. Everyone's got predictions, everyone's got opinions. You can really feel the buzz building, especially when it comes to those all-important team selections.
Right. And it's not just the fans either. Even the legends of the game weigh in with their thoughts on who should be playing where.
Well, their perspectives are invaluable, aren't they? Years of experience, a deep understanding of the game. They bring so much insight to the table.
Absolutely. Speaking of legends, Ambati Rayudu, a man who's pretty much synonymous with Chennai Super Kings' success.
3 IPL titles with CSK, that's a serious track record.
Exactly. He's recently shared his predicted playing 11 for CSK this season, and let's just say it sparked some really interesting conversations.
Well, when a player of Rayudu's caliber puts his thoughts out there, it's definitely worth paying attention to.
No doubt. Especially with CSK chasing their 6th IPL title. They made a pretty big splash in the options, too. Remember when they picked up Noor Ahmad, that Afghan spinner, for a whopping 10 crore rupees?
Oh yeah, using their right to match card too. Seemed like they were really determined to get him.
You'd think a player with that kind of price tag would be a surefire starter, wouldn't you?
Makes sense, right? Big investment, crucial role in the team. It's usually how it goes.
Well, here's the twist. Noor Ahmad is nowhere to be seen in Rayudu's predicted 11.
No kidding, that's a bold call.
It is. And that's not the only surprise he's thrown in there. He's also suggesting a rather interesting shift in the batting order for none other than MS Dhoni himself.
Now that's something I'm curious about.
So in this deep dive, we're going to try to unravel Rayudu's thought process here. Why these unexpected choices? What's the logic behind them? What do they tell us about how he sees the team evolving, maybe even how T20 players are being valued these days?
It's a fascinating look into the mind of someone who knows CSK inside and out.
It really is. So let's get started. At the top of the order, Rayudu's gone with what most people would expect. Ruturaj Gaikwad, who's now the captain, and Devon Conway.
A pretty solid and consistent opening pair. They've done well together in the past.
Yeah, they seem to complement each other's styles really well. Gaikwad leading from the front, Conway providing that stability alongside him.
And it's that kind of dependability at the top that a new captain needs, wouldn't you say?
Definitely. Now, at number 3, Rayudu's picked a name that I think has the potential to really excite the CSK fans. Rachin Ravindra.
Ravindra, huh? Interesting choice. What's the thinking behind that one?
Well, it seems Rayudu's putting a lot of emphasis on recent form here. Ravindra was absolutely phenomenal in the Champions Trophy 2025, even bagging the Player of the Tournament award.
Ah, that makes sense. Recent performance is a huge factor in T20 cricket. You want players who are in form, brimming with confidence.
Exactly. Rayudu clearly sees that potential in Ravindra. He's backing him to carry that momentum into the IPL.
It's a bit of a gamble, maybe, but high reward if it pays off.
Definitely. Now, this is where it gets a little more complex. At number 4, Rayudu's listed not 1, not 2, but 3 potential candidates. Rahul Tripathi, Deepak Huda, and Vijay Shankar.
Whoa. Okay. 3 very different players, all with their own strengths. What's the plan there? Is he just undecided?
I think it's more about showcasing the team's adaptability. It's like he's saying, look, we've got options. We'll play whoever's looking the sharpest, whoever's the best fit for this specific match situation.
So it's about flexibility, being able to adapt to different oppositions and conditions.
Precisely. And it's interesting to see that kind of flexibility in such a crucial batting position.
Mhm.
It shows the willingness to make tactical changes.
Absolutely. It keeps the opposition guessing, too.
Right. Moving down to the middle order, we see some familiar faces. Shivam Dubey at number 5 and Ravindra Jadeja at 6.
The backbone of the CSK batting lineup, you could say.
Without a doubt. Dubey brings the raw power, the ability to clear the boundaries with ease. And Jadeja, well, he's Mr. Versatile, a genuine all-rounder who can contribute in every department.
Exactly. Batting, bowling, fielding, he does it all. He's a crucial asset for any team.
Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Brace yourself for this. At number 7, Rayudu has placed MS Dhoni.
Wait, what? Domi at 7? I thought he usually bats at 8.
He does. And Rayudu even pointed out a rather telling statistic. In the entire IPL 2024 season, Dhoni faced only 73 deliveries.
Wow, that's not a lot.
Nope. So this move, promoting him up the order even slightly, feels significant.
I can see why people are talking about this. Is it a way to give him more batting opportunities?
Maybe. It could also be about injecting his experience and tactical nous into the innings a little earlier, especially if the top order falters.
That makes sense. Dhoni's a calming influence. Having him out there a little earlier could really steady the ship if needed.
And let's be honest, seeing Dhoni bat more is always a treat for the fans.
You're not wrong there. Now, what about the number 8 spot?
Oh, this one raised a few eyebrows too. Rayudu's gone with Sam Curran.
Curran at 8. That's low for a player of his caliber. He's usually batting much higher up the order for other teams.
Exactly, but I think it shows the depth that Rayudu sees in this CSK batting lineup. It's almost a throwback to those CSK teams of old, where they just had an endless supply of batters.
It's a statement of intent, really. Like they're saying, we're so confident in our top and middle order that we can afford to have a player like Curran batting at 8.
And Curran's no slouch with the bat. He can score quickly and provide that late-inning surge if needed.
A luxury to have, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk bowling. Who's leading the attack?
Well, Rayudu's opted for the experience and guile of Ravichandran Ashwin.
Ah, the wily old fox. A great pick, especially at Chipawk, where his off-spin can be really potent.
He knows those conditions like the back of his hand. A master at controlling the pace of the game, keeping the batsmen guessing.
Absolutely. And alongside him, we have Matisha Pathirana, CSK's slinger-in-chief, as Rayu calls him.
Pathirana has become a real weapon in the death overs. Those Yorkers with that unique slingy action are so difficult to pick up.
He's a game changer. And then, Rayudu's gone with a bit of a surprise pick. Young Anshul Kambosh.
Yeah, over the more experienced Khalil Ahmed, this feels very much like a classic CSK move, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Backing young talent, giving them a chance to shine.
Absolutely. They've got a great track record of finding these hidden gems and turning them into stars.
It's a bit of a gamble, but one that's paid off for them in the past. Think back to Deepak Chahar, Shardul Thakur, even Ravindra Jadeja himself, all given their big breaks by CSK.
It's a testament to their scouting system and their willingness to invest in young players. Now, we can't talk about Rayudu's predicted Ekrai without addressing the elephant in the room, or rather, the player who's not in the room.
Noor Ahmad. 10 crore is spent on him, and he's not even in the 11. It's a bold statement, that's for sure.
It really makes you think. What's the thinking there? Is Rayudu not convinced by what he's seen from Ahmad?
It's hard to say for sure. Maybe he feels the team balance is better without him, that Ashwin and Jadeja provide enough spin options, especially at Chipawk.
Or maybe it's a tactical decision based on the type of pitches they expect to encounter.
Possibly. Whatever the reason, it's a huge talking point. A 10 crore signing not making the cut. That's bound to spark debate.
Definitely. It raises questions about how teams value players, how much weight they give to recent form versus price tag.
So to sum it up, the two big talking points from Rayudu's predicted IXI are Dhoni potentially batting at number 7 and the omission of Noor Ahmad. It's a lineup that's got everyone talking, that's for sure.
That's what makes the preseason so much fun, right? All the speculation, the analysis, the different viewpoints.
Exactly. It gets everyone excited for the season ahead, wondering how it's all going to play out on the field.
And ultimately, that's what it's all about. Entertaining the fans, creating that buzz and anticipation.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, we want to leave you with a question to ponder. What do Rayudu's choices tell you about the different approaches to building a winning T20 team? Is it all about splashing the cash on big names, or is there a more nuanced approach that values balance, form, and tactical flexibility?
It's a complex equation. There's no one-size-fits-all answer.
Exactly. And that's what makes it so fascinating. As we eagerly await the start of IPL 2025, we'll be keeping a close eye on how these selections play out, how the teams evolve, and how the players adapt to the challenges ahead.
It's going to be an exciting season, that's for sure.
No doubt about it. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. See you next time.